In 2017, scientists announced they had discovered a huge empty space inside the Great Pyramid of Giza. The announcement sent shockwaves around the world. Was it a vast treasure hoard, a secret burial chamber for an unknown pharaoh? Or perhaps something else entirely? Today, we'll take a look at what this hidden chamber is really all about. But first, if you love everything ancient Egypt, be sure to check out our podcast. Each week we bring you new episodes on the latest discoveries and the biggest mysteries from the world of the pharaohs. You can listen to all our episodes on various platforms. The Great Pyramid of Giza stands as one of the ancient world's greatest achievements. Over 4,500 years after its construction, it remains the oldest and largest pyramid ever built by human hands. At its construction, it was over 100 meters tall. Only its base remains visible today. Inside the pyramid, we know that there are several chambers. There is the Queen's Chamber, which contains an unknown sarcophagus that may have held the body of the pharaoh's wife or mother. Then there is the King's Chamber, where archaeologists found the original resting place of the pharaoh Khufu. They also discovered a mysterious air shaft that leads directly into the Queen's Chamber. Then in 2017, scientists announced they had discovered a third chamber, only this one was more than 30 meters long and 6 meters high. It was so large it was impossible to understand how the ancient Egyptians could have built such a thing and not filled it with treasures, mummies, or some kind of discovery that would change history. To make the discovery, researchers used cosmic ray scanning technology, a technique that doesn't require digging through thousands of tons of stone work. Scientists were able to determine the shape of the void spaces inside the pyramid without disturbing the site. Using this method, they scanned the pyramid and then built a 3D model of its interior. It was while working on the project that they noticed that one area of the pyramid seemed to be less dense than the surrounding stones. When they looked deeper, they discovered a huge cavity hiding behind the wall of the second chamber. They named it the Big Void. When the scientists first made their announcement, everyone wanted to know what was inside. Unfortunately, Egypt refused them permission to explore further, declaring the site a dangerous pyramid and banning all invasive research. The Egyptian authorities claimed that the pyramids are already badly damaged and any new exploration might put them in danger of total collapse. So, what do we know about this hidden chamber? Let's start with the basics. How exactly did the scientists scan the pyramid to discover it? Well, here's how. Cosmic rays are just what they sound like. They are beams of radiation from outer space. According to NASA, these cosmic particles fly through our solar system at nearly the speed of light and they crash into our atmosphere almost constantly. When these cosmic rays hit the Earth, they react with the molecules in our atmosphere. This creates showers of muons, which are subatomic particles. These muons are everywhere, including inside the Great Pyramid. Like X-rays passing through our bodies, cosmic rays create different densities of muons depending on the material they pass through. This means scientists can map the density of objects and use this data to create detailed images of whatever they were looking at. In this case, researchers used a network of 200 muon detectors placed at various points around the pyramid. These detectors measured the number of muons passing through each minute. Since the detector readings varied so much depending on where they were placed, researchers knew that each reading represented something different. Some represented solid rock, others revealed areas with large gaps, and others still showed spaces filled with something denser than stone. By comparing the readings, they were able to calculate the internal structure of the pyramid, even though it was buried under centuries of debris and dirt. This was a major breakthrough because, until now, we knew very little about the pyramid's interior. All we had was the information gathered by Howard Weiss and his team in the 1950s, and that was only thanks to a small network of tunnels he dug into the structure. Now that researchers had a brand new way of exploring the pyramid, everyone hoped that they would quickly discover the hidden chamber. But once again, Egypt closed the door on the scientists before they could get any closer to solving the mystery. But why? Is there something inside the pyramid that the Egyptian government doesn't want us to know? Well, there are many theories. Some experts suggest that Egypt is protecting the site for religious reasons. We know that the Egyptians worshipped the pharaohs as gods, so they may not want scientists desecrating the tombs of their revered rulers. However, we think this theory is unlikely because the Egyptians have allowed many excavations throughout the years. Experts also don't think it's likely that the Big Void contains anything too important. If there were valuable artifacts, artwork, or even the body of a forgotten pharaoh inside, surely someone would have noticed during the last excavation. There is also the possibility that the Big Void was simply misidentified. As exciting as it sounds, there's always the chance that the void space is nothing more than a mistake. After all, the pyramid was built over 4,500 years ago, and it's been damaged by earthquakes, erosion, and countless treasure hunters over the centuries. There may simply be another explanation for the strange readings. For example, some experts think the so-called void space may actually be a large room. However, if that's the case, the question becomes, why would the ancient Egyptians build such a large, empty chamber? Why would they go to all the trouble of building something that looks like a corridor but never use it? And that's the real reason why Egypt refuses to let anyone explore this hidden chamber. The country wants to protect its historical legacy. The truth is, no one knows what's inside the Big Void, but whatever it is, it's clearly part of the pyramid's design. The fact that the chamber is over 30 meters long suggests that it wasn't created by accident. It probably took hundreds of workers' years to cut down and move the massive stones that form the pyramid's walls. It would have taken just as much effort to carve out a single large chamber. But why did they build it? Well, there are a few ideas floating around. Some experts suggest the chamber was designed as a burial place, but not for Pharaoh Khufu. After all, his body was found in the king's chamber. The chamber could have been built for an unknown queen or for Khufu's son, but we don't have any records of these chambers being used as burial places. There is also the possibility that the chamber was meant to be used as a temple or a place of worship. But again, there's no evidence to support this idea. Most historians agree that the Egyptians didn't believe in worshipping multiple gods, so there would have been no reason for them to build a special place to pray. Other experts think that the chamber is evidence of a secret passageway. Perhaps the ancient builders designed the pyramid to have a hidden entrance that led to another part of the complex or even the outside world. But if that's the case, where does this secret tunnel lead? And what is it hiding? We may never know the answer to that question. For now, the Big Void remains one of the most mysterious places on Earth. We know it's there, but we don't know what's inside. And Egypt has made it clear that they won't allow anyone to find out. Thanks for watching. Do you think there's something important hiding inside the Great Pyramid? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like these.